Hello guys and girls, we are back in Paradise Falls. I'm Juan, I'm your host, and I'm happy to have you here. In case you're new here, we have struggled for 2 or 3 episodes with a huge deficit in money, and we managed to get back on our feet, and we're actually in a plus 3.5k an hour right now. Last episode I told you how I did that. I reached level 6, got 1.2 million, paid back all my loan, built a college in order to increase my lack of labor and well-educated labor, but however I couldn't do much. I've added here another farm for livestock. Now I want to add another farm for grain, I don't know. And here we have as well only 10% efficiency because we simply do not have employees. So we really need to get on university, I think, and I'm afraid we have a very small surplus right now, a monthly balance of plus 91. But if we build a university, I'm just gonna quickly show you. I just unlocked it. It's 200k upkeep a month, and I don't know if we can compensate that. I also brought back to life our new pumping station because I figured we stopped selling water, which means that we have a higher need of water. That might be because we actually do have lots of farms now. So I built a small roundabout here. Infrastructure is going there right now, pretty roughly stick together for keeping the upkeep low. Now I actually thought about to increase my water, but usually a wastewater treatment plant is really expensive, has a high upkeep, and I don't know if that revenue will be high enough. Here we have the issue that the average time to graduation is 16 months, which I hope we will have the benefits before that, because otherwise we would have just to wait a really long time. And as I said in the last episode, every change, the slightest it might be to your city, has a really huge impact on the balance. It's like an own bioscope, if you want to. So for example, if you add a small area of industry, your taxes will improve, but your consumption of resources will improve as well, and that results in a deficit, and you might have to buy stuff. This is what happened here. I was in a surplus in the last episode. I've added a couple of buildings, and now I'm 22 tons down, and I'm just up back to small surplus here in chicken stock or livestock just for adding this. So I really need to get a hold of that and add more grain farming, and this is what we are going to do in this episode. So I'm going to buy 2 additional. Unfortunately, it's really, in this map, these areas are really bad split because I need to buy two tiles for that, I think. Or is that enough? Let's see. Let's buy it. Maybe it's enough. It's almost enough, but I would like to get a full load of it. So I'm just gonna buy this as well, since actually these land tools do not come with a upkeep cost. So we have fertile land a little bit. And we need to really get out of the situation where we have to buy such simple resources. We can now basically build on our own, right? Not build, but you know what I mean. So here I'm just gonna quickly go out on 180 degrees. Completely wrong direction. So that's nice. I do enjoy those new road tools. The road seems so much more natural. Of course, City Skylines 2 is not where 1 was, because City Skylines 1 was super duper, how to say, customizable, and it went really, you could do everything thanks to mods and move it and all that tools. But remember guys, before you critic that, City Skylines 2 is still at the very beginning. It's in its baby steps, and I'm really sure we're going to be able to enjoy all of that very soon. Here I have to be careful because I do want to increase the size of my highway. So carefully adding it here right now. So getting as much out of the yellow area as I can, even though... Let's go here. I think I can directly go there for the visuals. Let's see if I can improve this a little bit. I think the industry area tool, and then I can add a bit more. It would be nice to actually see. So I could extend here to the bottom, and this is what I will do. I'm a bit sad that I don't see it. I think this is fine. Did it kind of blind right now, and we will go. I think the street might end here. Nah, don't want to do that because if I delete it somehow right now, last time I did it, it completely bugged away the whole building. So I'm just gonna build around it right now. Doesn't really matter. So yeah, and I want to do that on the other side as well. So we have nice increase on that. We're still in the plus. It's always a trend. So changes to your city will not always reflect immediately in the current trend. So you will have to actually wait sometimes even a couple of hours to have a impact. Also negative impacts. Sometimes you change something which is like solo by the numbers. Just by the numbers it's better. It should be better and you make a better trend after that. But then you go down in the trend and you ask yourself why. Well, that might has to do with a decision which you took a lot longer before that. So once you understood that, you can actually do pretty good work around with it. So I'm just doing a parallel road to the autobahn, to the highway. Sorry, German here, as you figured out possibly right now. And let's check where I can actually heat up here. I might just drive around it. So let's try to build a nice curve. Just a small. Even though grid streets are a lot more effective, they are not supernatural, like at least not in Europe. So let's see right now what we've done. So we've actually destroyed a lot of our area. Sadly, you cannot. Maybe it's possible to show the zones, but I would love to see the zones. And now I got a new signature building, and signature buildings have a pretty cool mechanic to them. So I'm just gonna take the whole stuff here. So not really looking into it. Unfortunately, our highway goes immediately just through it. Maybe I level the highway up here on this area. So yeah, you know what? I think I will level the highway up here and go directly to the highway. And when I rebuild the highway or make it bigger, I will just level him on 10 meters or so. So that should help now. And almost gives a natural feel to the city, like all the sweet and small land areas, and then you go in the suburbs, and then you have some bigger houses. City center will be here-ish, maybe a train station here, and then we have a really nice and natural feeling suburb. And let's see, we are still in the plus. We need 1.5 for the university. And last time I was said the service crate was the biggest bar here, and taxes were really slow. And now we are slowly getting back to taxes being the main carry of our economy, as it should be. And I was even able to lower the taxes a little bit, so I hope to do that a lot more in the future. Electricity still firing out 1 million. In case you should export electricity and figure out that you actually come to your limits, so say to 1 million, it has to do with the outlines. So one power outline can only have a maximum of so much. And if you actually want to go over 1 million, I had to buy all this and got another outline out of the city. So I could break the 1 million limit. So let's see, I right now built that. Let's see these two farms, what kind of impact they have on the economy. They will need more water than before, but our production here should go up, and we reduced our deficit to 0 and actually have a surplus which we are selling on the market. So we should have a positive impact on our money. 19k plus an hour, which is good. Having 1.5 mil in a bank, million. So that actually already happened, was pretty fastly recognizable. So that will help my economy a lot, because the service trade can really have a negative impact on your. If you have to buy everything and don't produce anything on your own, you will be in the miserables, and people have to pay really high taxes and fees to get that done, and then you will have a stop in growth and eventually go bankrupt. So just watch my last episodes. I really took like 3 or 4 episodes to get out of debt, and I tried a lot. I tried like different power plants, power outlets, selling water, buying water. It all didn't work out until I found out that putting the fees down, making the people happy, put the education high, and so have a positive happy bar down here, and then it will also increase the efficiency of your buildings, because employee happiness gives a big plus. So as our city grows, we will have more people who pay taxes, which is good. I actually do not want to build more single homes because they take away a lot of spare, and they also need a lot of resources. So maybe one. We need a bit of growth, so just here and there. That's a big learning in the first hours of playing really seriously without any money codes or unlimited money. Don't build like 10 blocks unless you're really sure what kind of impact that has. I'm really building on a slow grow right now because everything has an impact. That's what I figured. And sometimes it's really, especially if you're new to the game, hardly predictable on where a decision gonna lead eventually in terms of budgeting. So as notice, we're overproducing water, which is good. Export 5k is not too much. I wonder if I buy this big pumping station. It has 90k upkeep a month, and seeing those numbers, like, that doesn't give me the feel it's worth it. I don't know if it's worth it to go so far. So let's see now. Still in a plus. So reason for me waiting right now is the university, so don't know where to put it actually, has 200k upkeep a month. That's like a huge impact. And I think I have to build here, or maybe there even. Here. Maybe if I delete that road, I could put it here. But college and university next to each other. Or maybe just here. Or here. Next to the power plant. Yeah, I think I will put it here. For having the area. Oh no, there's, I think, forest. Cannot put it there. I could put it down here. Really big. I want a train station here. Not sure actually. I think I have to build it here somewhere. So this is where it's gonna go. So let's figure out what we can do here. Delete it. So be it. I mean, I could get rid of one of those. So let's say that was easy. So we have an overview about electricity still. Oh, we have no surplus. We still have deficit. Has to do with the grow. That's pretty crazy actually. So I have to build another farm. Because don't underestimate that. That's really high cost actually. Oh, I need to take 2 tiles for that. Not sure if I want to do that now. 2 tiles just for 2, like for 2 of those. It's a lot. Could go here, but would be really small. And maybe I go just here and just... Yeah. Yeah, this is just now out maxing. See how desperate I got now. When I buy the land, I will just extend it just a bit. And they also lack of labor, so it really comes down to having a university eventually. So I'm gonna save the game here. Bad money, bad money, bad money. You see my vote worth in the shit again. There you see my... It was really frustrating though, because I just couldn't make a process. So. Okay, I'm just 4K plus. That could fire me totally back in money. 150K. I have 10% coverage right now if it goes wrong. So, well educated what? Just gonna build it right here. I wanna have like 20% coverage actually. Contingency, not coverage. But therefore I would need 300 more, 200 more. I'm just gonna wait a bit, I think. I really wanna have that. I don't wanna take a loan again because it's like really dumping it. Let's see first of all how that turned out. Small surplus. But it's always how it looks right now, not like in a minute or two. So that can really go up and down. So having a surplus is desired. And I'm just making enough, so I have still a deficit on this. Yeah, it's not 20% over, but I think 200K is a good backup. Gave a lot of XP. It immediately went down. Oh boy. Oh man. I'm in the shit again. Okay, so a couple of things. We have to always adjust your areas. Because the routes you set for the specific area will always come. Jesus Christ. Yep. Yep. So this is here. And what else we have? Yeah. So always make sure you cover all your stuff. Because the routes you set, parking fees and such, are always related to those areas. It's gonna be just an industrial area for me. And there we go. That's okay. So we got that coverage. The minus isn't as much as I expected, but I think until we really feel that we're doing a plus with that, it's gonna cost us time.
This has been a local public service announcement.
You're tuned into Second Moon, the channel where the classics never grow old.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boat.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda. And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming, as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood.
Let's see.
You can now shop.
So that's enough for changes right now. I'm still in the plus. I'm surprised how that works. My upkeep should have gone up so big, but so do apparently my taxes and my service fees. So actually goal of this episode was to get rid of all the lack of labor things. But it's always well-educated labor, and I think we actually have to wait 22 months until we see an outcome in our education. Time to graduation never? That's sad. Never? Well, they need employees, so let's wait. So what we can do is... Actually, yeah, now we are in the minus, so we go. I cannot put more money into education, it's so expensive already. What could I do to increase it? Let's see. Oh, that helps. So the likelihood of university students, I think we need one of those as well. But let's see what our special building does. So it actually does increase the industrial efficiency and plus 2% export profit citywide. That's pretty crazy. And that's also, the efficiency is also citywide, so we can happily build this here. I think it should be in this industry area. So that's city-wise bonus. It gives us an immediate plus because on all our exports 2% more. Should actually really boost it. Might be even enough to get out of deficit in some regards. Export profits and efficiency. That is great. Yeah, lack of sunlight, not much you can do about it. Still waiting for employees. The more efficiency, the more we can sell. And I think in a plus. As long as we keep a plus, it's pretty good actually. And yeah, I can just highly suggest you to play this game on a slow grow. Take your time. Besides work maybe, or whatever you want to, but don't go and add all kind of stuff to your city when you're not able to handle it. So what's the issue here? 4 years. Maybe that has to do with efficiency. Yeah, here it goes. The more efficient they are, the better the time to graduation. So here we're down to 16. My city is, I think, not even 16 old. I don't really actually want to just push the efficiency actually. I don't know if money will do it, but we have to keep the plus for now. Adding a bit more. I'm coming really to the edges of my suburb right here. Don't really want to go up to here with it. I think this should be in the edge, right? Maybe this. Or up to here maybe. Here should be the end of the village, I think. Let's check why we don't have. Taxes are still high. Labor is low, so we have to work on that. Overall, happy meter is really good. But that lack of labor really concerns me. 23 months is just too much. Better chances doesn't help me with so much upkeep. I think if I put that up a bit. I mean, the fees are good, so that actually compensates for a bit. So I could save again. Went alright. And I could actually try and actually increase the budget, because that should result in more efficiency. Let's see. Service efficiency. So it's 1-to-1 translation. 4%. Server's still keeping the plus. 3 years is still ridiculous. 16. Thinking about a 5% budget for them. We're still in the plus, so that's good. So let's go. 5% service budget for education and research. So see. Make it 6. Education is, however, what? 6 is only 5. You see that? You go on 106 and you only get... Okay, there it becomes... It's okay, let's go, try it. So this is alright, I think. So happiness speaks for them. Service budget is good. 16 months, still a long time. I think we just have to wait. And here we are, still not full on employees. They lack well-educated employees. Not enough employees. So I guess fill the suburbs a bit more. High skill labor. Now we're talking high skill. So anyway, that didn't turn out too bad. I guess I can now... I think we just have to wait now. Let's take a look what our... Yeah, I think on some point I have to increase the budget here. Because it's actually stocking a bit. What is it here? I can empty the process. At some point I have to get back to use the recycling center, but the upkeep is 80 grand a month, so a bit afraid of that. So interesting. Looks nice actually. Can't wait to start a downtown. I hope there's no limit on the tiles here, because I might take this now here, and then take the downtown area on this island. Maybe on a split island here. I want downtown here. Maybe an airport there, harbor here, and another suburb here. I hope. I don't know actually. Do we get more tiles? I have 10 to buy. What's the progress milestones here? Plus 10, plus 12, plus 15. I think you should be able to buy all. What I'm really interested in is actually the high density housing, even though we don't have requests for that, and oil drilling will be big. So after that it's just money you get, and I think you can really use it. That's good. You're making plus. So I think I'm waiting a bit, and then I will add actually the wastewater treatment and hope we get another area in terms of production. No, where we are in services, where we can receive a plus. I think it's also time in a city with, once we reach 5,000, I will care about trams and actually buses and stuff like this. Right now I'm riding on taxis, and this city works pretty well in that regard. I don't have too much traffic. I think next step would be trying to get money out of water and sewage. So I just have to save and try, because I really don't know if a wastewater treatment for 100k and maybe even the advanced pumping station. Let's see how much that's gonna cost us. Yeah, I don't know if those make really up for what they cost. I think the building costs are excessive, and the upkeep costs are as well. I don't think I'm gonna make that much money out of it. Now I'm getting bad. So yeah, I'm gonna watch this, and I hope you like this episode. And yeah, maybe, no, let's wait. So that's it for now. You don't have to wait with me, so I'm just gonna pause the recording here, let it go a bit further, see if that regulates itself. Otherwise I will come back to you and tell you we try together how to fix it, and then we will try to add some other industry to make more money and revenue. See you in a minute. And back again. So as you can see here, what I do, if you're on the edge, like current trend negative, current trend positive, always switching. A good thing to do is sometimes it regulates itself, but it's really up and down right now. So I put that number on a paper, save the game, and press forward a couple of minutes and go shopping or whatever. And when you come back and you see you have more money, it regulates itself. Problem here again is now, again, our service trade is really the biggest money maker. And that is really displaying in here because it's a very unstable setting, since we have a complete lack of labor in the city. I'm trying really to get a hold of it, and that really costs efficiency, as you can see. So not enough employees gives us minus 70%. And I don't know if the employees cannot come to work, but if I go here, what's missing is actually, no, they don't have employees at all. So I might just need to add some connections to the... Maybe I just need to add some connections here, so the people can actually go to work. So that would be something I could just try right now. So as this is a small suburban area or village or small city, I'm just gonna medium areas here. I don't have an arterial, that's my arterial roads basically. And I'm just trying to get a hold of that like this. See if we can now go up here and just add a bit of connection to the working area, and maybe add some... I have requests here anyway, so I could just build some houses here, and hopefully some people are going right into it. Breaking a grid here a bit just doesn't really matter. So I'm trying to build here right now, really close to the industry.
issued for the immediate
Let's see
area
what happens.
with poor road conditions. Please exercise caution.
So it seems that people do not come to
and try
work.
stay off the streets until conditions
Maybe I add a
This is
taxi
an
stand
local
here.
public service announcement.
Can help. And then I think I need to add a bus route next.
The channel where the classics
So I'm writing down the number again.
And on to our main
So right now we have 5993350. And let's take a look on that in a minute.
You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping
So right now I have no demand, which is bad.
or so my wife.
I've built this and that.
Good for business.
I think
Good for the community.
Thanks, Jim.
can't do much more, but actually
Industry in the region is on
putting a
the
bus,
rise, and when business is doing well,
really
that
creating
floats our boat.
bus lanes.
This boat, Glenda.
I mean, I'm making money even though my current trend is negative. It's kind of weird. But it's a trend, as I said. So I think I need a bus depot. It's pretty high upkeep a month. But I don't think I can let my city live a day longer without bus transport. Because it seems that people cannot get to work. I don't know if that's related to the distance to the areas here, but I can just hope that a bus depot is gonna help or do the job. Maybe I even let them start in the industrial area. Might need this one though. Or here. It doesn't really matter. Might need this. I think I want to have a sort of connection here, so I'm gonna put it here. It will cause a lot of traffic, and I think it should come with an availability to all lanes. So, you know what? I'm making money even though I have a negative trend, so I'm just gonna save. Adding bus transport. So I would suggest if you do such a major invest in time and also resources and upkeep cost to your city, you should actually really consider just gonna do it here and press pause. So shelter, it's comfort, it's more expensive, simple bus stand, we can have that in the industry. So now let's see how bus is going to have a really negative impact on our transportation system. I think if we add it, it will come at the cost of walkways. So said that bus stations alone will not add any buses to the game. So we need actually to build lanes after. We haven't figured it out yet. I just know where I need those. Problem is you will, however, destroy the road parking, and that's why I just go road signs in the near areas. So I think all 2 streets is fine. Really have no infrastructure like this. Now I want to go big again, especially here and there. And here and there. And here and there. Here and there. Here and there. And maybe we need a bus stop in this area here. Could be really thankful having some sort of bus stops going around here, because lots of people work there, and maybe even up to here, and maybe even up to there. I think then we will be fine. And now we can make our first route. So we have colors available. I don't know, does the bus stop have to start here? Where is it now? I don't remember even where I put it. Where did I put the bus stop? Is it that? Anyway. So I want to start a new route. I think I'm lacking one here, right? Somewhere here. So let's take maybe this left area here, and there we take the right area. That should be fine. So let's cover the first things first. Don't tell me I'll build taxi shelters instead of bus stops. Oh jeez. Well, no. Man, that hurts. Jeez. I cannot put Control Z. Okay guys, so I think I'm just gonna readjust my error and just come back to you in a couple of minutes or maybe 2 hours. Jesus Christ. That was utterly bad and stupid. Yeah, pay attention to what you actually do, and now I don't even figure out where the bus stops are. There it is. I didn't do it in the whole city, but terribly enough. So bus stops. Okay. Only 2 buses for this whole area is a bit dry, I think. Need a bit more. And more here as well. So I think that's certainly something I can work with. So it doesn't really matter. Now we can start. Possibly go directly here. Gladly, that's all taxi stops. Oof, didn't pay attention to those. Come back to you. And maybe we can start now. Third attempt. I just realized I built cap stops everywhere. Let's build our blue line. This will collect the living areas. Firstly with the education areas. It's my first goal actually. Could have used someone more there. So I have to go here as well. The roundabouts do really help. So this is industrial area already. I'll work for a small overlap, I think. Yeah, let's go. Let's go all the way around now. So it's not true what I just said, so I'm covering also lots of. Let's go around here. Go around there. And maybe even back there. Back there. Back there. Back there. So right now I'm trying to make a turnaround here. here, and here, and there. So first line, check. Now I want to go a red line. Where I wanted to start is actually, we're gonna start here. Okay. It's gonna be like a little bit of a rougher line. But now I'm trying to catch those which I haven't catched yet. Could that catch that too? And I'm now going to actually the other way around. So I think so we should have the schools covered a bit. Now we go here, there. It's kind of messy now. Going back here. Maybe you should think a bit better of how you're gonna lay out your lines, but this is how I did it now. And just want to make sure to reach at least a bus in those areas where we haven't had one yet. So now I'm going back to a certain area and trying to close it. Where did I start actually? There. And then we want to close it there. Go all the way back here.
And onto our main feature story.
There.
District is booming.
So closed.
Area is attracting more high-end stores.
So lines wave 2.
Luxury to our neighborhood. You can
And
shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarvan.
so let's see if that helps to get.
Wife tells me. That's good
Do I need another line maybe?
for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after.
I think I will add one more after I extended it a bit, but
Reports about a traffic
now let's play and see what happens.
somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance.
So 44302.
And traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might
44,
want to wait a little while until everything is up.
5998. That's a number I'm writing down.
Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
So then we have to go into services and transportation. See what kind of fees we got out there. So now I wrote everything on the same paper and I don't know what is the most current one. So writing down again. 453828. 17 o'clock. So apparently we do make money. I think let's see how the buses go. Is that a bus? Let's take a trip through our. There's no POV camera, unfortunately. Maybe I can already download one, but that's like the main feature I would have expected to put them right in the game. Well, let's see. Ugh. So I'm playing in 4K. and recording in 2K. I don't know what kind of... Looks weird. Looks... The motion blur is really weird. Doesn't feel very fluid. So let's see. I'm still making money, even though current trend is negative. So that's a negative balance, but still a positive outcome. Still lack of labor in the whole town. This is like all the plus and the minus, so always in between. No money, the people don't have money. Could lower the taxes, but I'm so on the edge that I really don't want to make any changes to it right now. I'm barely in the plus. So as I said, sometimes you just have to wait and see and figure out what's happening. People don't have money, that's a problem. Taxes too high. Healthcare coverage here is also pretty poor. Lack of laborers. They don't even have uneducated people. That shouldn't happen actually. So right now building another street connection here. Hopefully. So let's make a small river crossing here to Green Springs. River crossing should be at least 10 meters. So I'm just gonna go. Do it right here. Yeah, also I have enough space to really go down. $180. Ish, and right there where it belongs. Small roundabout. Now let's see what happens. Hey guys, so I let the computer run a little bit and went shopping, and now we have it. We unlocked Milestone 8, Big Town. It automatically went on pause, so it didn't went further, so we got 1.9 million. I left with 609k in my bank. So let's see what we have here. Let's break. So we got 1.9 million out of that. So we got 2, so we made 1 million, so we are in a good plus. Nothing changed. We now have 4,000 in a bit. Got population of 5,000. I don't know if I want to waste everything on this, because the next one is a pretty big step, right? The next one is a step to Great Town. That's a lot of XP to be gathered yet. So oil drilling is good. And let's see if anything changed on this side of the... So we still have 25 months, which is way too long, with 2 years. And here we have 17 months, but the efficiency is on 99%. Here we have 105%, which is good. So we can bring the service budget a bit down, I think. And here we have the college, which is at 110, which is actually pretty good. Let's take a look at our stats, because I was away for like an hour or so. So we have a surplus of monthly balance of 40k plus. And yeah, our service trade is still a really big spot on income. We still are over 1 million of cells and energy, which makes that our powerhouse. The fees are high, so good for that. And education, I think I can go down, because it's really the biggest factor here, and even 2% will bring us down a couple of thousand, I think. That's okay. Fire rescue is at 80. I will put that back down to 74, 75. Also a great song from the 80s. Police is nice, so let's check our happy box down here. We have high taxes still. High crime, so I should possibly not work on the budget. Health coverage is not good. Maybe we go down on...
And when business is doing well, that floats our boat.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda.
That could make a difference already. You see always on the bottom right what kind of impact it's gonna have. So let's stay positive. Still lack of labor. So I think it's time to get down with tax a little bit. So we put the taxation down. I want to have it at 19%, I think. So well educated. Maybe the tax for well educated is too high. So let's go down here. On 20. Maybe even 18. We're gonna reimburse that with the other people paying more. Still not gonna be the same. But we need educated people in town, so just gonna put the taxes right here at the edge of green. Orange. And highly educated 21. I think that's okay. So let's see if that changes, if applied. Keep us in a positive sense. Because this is what we want to get rid of. What's going on with the bus? Oh, what's happening? I don't know what that means. Yeah, I tried once to do the advanced tracking system. It didn't really pay off, and what's that? Not enough employees. Terrible. So we are still making plus, we are still making profit. This is good. This is how we want to do it. Actually, the highway interchange will cost us a lot. The highway interchanges, but I don't know what that means actually. Why is it yellow? No vehicles. I need more bus depots, but I have one. Ah, maybe. Do I need to? How much cars do we have? Vehicles and maintenance, vehicles in use, 24 vehicles. Maybe I have too many stations. I need one bus depot more. What's gonna be the upkeep of that? So we have upkeep. That's a big upkeep actually. So, but they're all en route, that's good. We'll work on that later. No car access. Yeah, well, can't help. They're still happy, so that's fine. So let's now see if the... Doesn't seem to have a negative input actually. So I lower taxes and then make more money. You gotta understand that. But maybe it's still too high. Anyway. So as planned, I think as I said, I want to get rid of the... let's see. Now I see less lack of high skill labor actually. And there it goes. It was just, the taxes were just too high. So that blocked me from getting well educated personnel. Now we're gonna do that with high skill labor as well. Well educated, okay. Also still waiting. So here we still have a lack of labor here. But good thing is that he's now at 100%, which means I think our energy production will go up. I'm really interested in how that's gonna look. Yeah, barely noticeable, but I think we can lower down the service fees now. Oh, nope. 200. So that's as simple as it gets. We're still in a good positive household here. Roads make a lot, so the fees for parking is really, really good, which means we can increase the actual budget for it. Healthcare will go up to 96, brought us a 2% increase. Garbage management, we can work on that as well, because now fees are turning back in, putting everything a bit higher. Except fire and that. Police is nice. So we have crime rate, so I should possibly opt out on this. 96%. Transportation a bit higher. Actually, I would like to keep everything running on 100%, but that's not working. So let's see if the changes remain having a positive impact. What do we have here? Not enough employees. That's the main problem of our city. So now we see an increase in demand. Let's see if it handles itself, because we still have some space here. That's a lot of households. So we could put some medium density housing. Low rent housing maybe. The lower rents provide lower tax income. We actually do not want that. Medium density housing it is, I think. Seems like a right area for that. Next to a university. A lot of student apartments over here. Looking nice. Let's take a look at this parking lot. Somehow it's lagging. I maybe should restart the computer at some point. But so upkeep for 100 a month. But what its return? I would really like to see how much money it makes. I think I will add another parking lot here. I think it generates more money than it costs, I think. So these are really roads where people want to park. So for 40 bucks, which is €5 cheaper than the rest of the city, so that's actually maybe even a bonus. Fee, but what fee? Is it a daily fee or? I don't know. Let's see. We need 10 cars in order to get our 400 back. So I think that's a nice invest, and our money still goes up regardless of our changes to taxes. Still, our good labor will not come. Possibly even have to go even lower on the taxation. Like every person really hurts here. I think I can afford it right now, but let's see. Happiness goes up anyway. Now it's time to, what I've always done, increase our area where we can actually build stuff, and I think we need grain. If we take a look at our production, we are in a debt. Oh, we are negative on livestock, we are negative on whatever this is called, and we are negative on almost everything except the stuff we are not using. So this is sad, but means we need to really increase production now, and this will also be where our downtown will go. I'm thinking about an maybe even hydropower plant. Anyway, let's see, is that enough? That's okay. We need this too. It's expensive though, but it doesn't come with an upkeep cost, so I'm just really going for it. I will make another forest area here. Maybe too much of an invest right now. Let's go slow by slow. Sadly, you always have to check. Right, I exactly bought the ones I don't need. That's great. So I buy this too again. So I can extend our industry area over here, which is good. They still have lack of labor. So that's an issue. They have 0 employees. Because no people are living here, I guess. So I possibly need a connection between those. So let's check. Medium roads. I will destroy a bit here. Just like that. Put a roundabout here. Don't be afraid to destroy stuff like this, so it's working perfectly fine, creating lots of energy, and this is really our powerhouse here, and electricity really goes up now. 100, you see? It goes perfectly fine. Export is great. So lack of labor here is done, the universities are working, the education system is working pretty great. I think we need a tram to actually enhance the transportation. But first of all, we add the industry stuff. Is it a medium road? No, it's a small road. Maybe I have to change it. Anyway, still good.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district.
So yeah, here I almost have to really pay attention to make maybe even bigger streets, because it's certainly not helping. I almost forgot what kind of farms I have here. Grain, vegetables. I need all of it, so I maybe go livestock farming here, and almost can build it out to 2 small farms. I will do that, and then I will let the game run for another hour or so. It's really crucial because I lost some of my productivity. So here I need a street. So right there, I should actually start going bigger streets, because eventually my industry will require a lot more driving cars and such. So I'm now planning to increase my my street sizes. So we have that here. Right now, like, you know it from small areas, I really 24. Look at that deficit right now. It's really terrible. So I'm really building around this right now. I don't know if there's a maximum actually to it, what such a farm can offer. I hope he'll be able to handle everything. Just going nice and big here. I don't care about space, it's really about... I mean, it's also realistic that these things take their time and space. So... No! Didn't want to do that. Don't think that one farm is going to help me a lot. But the people want food. I need food. Where is it? So I extend it to the north. Oh, there it is. Look at this. The deficit is really high. So I try to catch up on that. So maybe I can fit 2 farms in here. I really gotta circle-ish around here. The last farm before downtown it will be. Really gotta think about how to distinguish downtown from the suburbs, but I need a really nice city entry, so. Here and there. Possibly even make it one way. So this is done. And I'm trying to add one more. And then we're done for now. I hope I keep on the positive trend. Electricity trade goes really, really good. It's good for me. Just always surplus 5 a month. Here we have a deficit, so possibly going to add vegetables. Oh no, grain. I think grain has more potential. I think this is it. Gotta get close here. Oof. Sometimes I don't know, it's just a bit buggy. It shouldn't overlap actually, but it does. Come on. Really getting all out of it here. Go as far as I can. I don't know if there's actually a production limit to those, but I think these areas adapt to the needs. Go bigger roads here anyway, so that looks awkward, doesn't it? There we go. Thank you. So 5,000 people, guys, and still rocking, still making money, but still having lack of labor. Oh, now our housing demand went up extremely, so I guess our areas here are really nice. Abandoned. Delete. So we're just gonna build one more 2 medium density housings here, just to keep the style going. The city automatically gets a feel of areas, you know. It's pretty nice. I think that was too much. I always forgot how much people live in those buildings, so possibly added too much of these areas, but a couple of smaller areas still. And here, have some houses in between, totally fine. Now we check our areas, still good. Everything in the area, that's fine. We might need to extend this area here. Don't even know what that is. So we extend one there. Another click here. And then we have Green Springs. Okay. Green Springs, taking it a little bit over. And I think Green Springs is a good district for farming, so I will make this here. Just overtake it until here. And there I want to actually start. Here should be downtownish. We are fine here. And we need to extend copper buff.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
I think I will make a...
And on to our main
Don't want to create a new area actually,
The
but
commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores.
maybe I have too much dots already.
To our neighborhood.
Area is pretty big. I could start a new one from here on, so
While sipping a
that
fancy
would be
local
totally fine.
mate. Or
So let's do that.
that's good for business.
Just go here,
Good for the
here,
community.
Thanks, Jim.
here,
We'll be back after this.
here. That's good. Let's set some bars. Parking fee up. And I think this is it. Still not getting rid of the labor. That's terrible. That's really terrible. So let's check what's missing. Taxes are still too high. I really can't imagine that actually, guys. I mean, I'm a really good surplus, right? 100. Is it too high, guys? I don't think so. 1, 2. Oops. So I go down to 18, 19. It's 18 already. I think this is totally fine. Tax change. And I will see what that does to my city. As for now, guys, I think I will finish this episode. Thanks for watching.